The festival is finally coming to an end. For some people, thank God. For others, I'd assume it's a very small number. It's a shame that it has to end so soon. But with it coming to a close, it's going to end with an Ultra character. And in this video, I'll be giving you guys my prediction. Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys. And in this video here, we've got my Ultra prediction video. Now, I've got 3 contenders, and I'm going to break down why I think it's one of these 3. Then at the end, I'll give you who I'm more leaning towards. Before the end of the video, let me know who you guys think it's going to be. You don't have to pick one of my contenders. You can have your own thoughts. Don't be hive mind. But regardless of what it is, let's hope it's something creative. Even if it's a character we already expect, let's hope they at least make it spectacular in the way it looks and plays. Also providing a potential meta reset. Now for this video, I am not going to be including any speculation on a game originals character or anything that we just can't predict. So the possibility of an ultra legendary finish, I just don't think that's going to happen. If it does happen, I'm happily wrong. And Ultra Game Originals, again, I don't think that's gonna happen, but if it does happen, I'm happily wrong. And also 2 Ultras, I don't think that's gonna happen at all though, and I wouldn't be happily wrong. I'll be infuriated because I don't want to see 2 Ultras. But yeah, anything that comes under those roofs, I will not be including in my contenders. That's just to simple it down to these few options. Let's get into this. Right, so my first contender is going to be an Ultra MUI Goku. I think this guy is in most people's speculation. A lot of people are expecting Ultra MUI Goku, and if he doesn't drop, I think a lot of people will also be disappointed. This guy just has the whole platform, the whole basis, the foundation to be something that exceeds our expectations as an Ultra for the finale of this festival, if not any celebration. We haven't got an Ultra MUI yet, and last year we got an Ultra UI sign. We do have a Legends Limited MUI Goku, but that was quite a while ago in the 4th anniversary. But with all Ultra Instinct units, we know what we can expect. We're looking for something above the bar. MUI Goku is definitely the pinnacle of Dragon Ball at the moment, especially the anime specifically. There's nothing more hype or that has the ability to transcend what MUI Goku has done in the world. Just remembering when the episode aired, the internet was completely shut down. If you tried to watch any other anime, you just couldn't. And a big factor for that was that the manga was not being run at the same time as the anime. So the anime was slightly ahead, which means that the only way for you to consume Dragon Ball was to watch the anime at that time. So everybody was tapped in, every single anime site, all the viewers were trying to see Goku versus Jiren. It was the biggest thing. But outside of that lore, let's go into the actual reasons. So I already slightly mentioned it earlier, but last year we got UI sign, so this year it makes sense for us to get MUI Goku. Also following similarly, when we started with Ultra Super Gogeta being the first summonable Ultra, and the following year we got Ultra Gogeta Blue. It's a step up from Gogetas, so people assume they should do a similar thing regarding UI sign. Now we should have an MUI Goku because last year we got UI sign. I want to also point out that Universe Rep hasn't got a lot this year. I think the only thing that they got that points out really loudly is the Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku Plat. I don't know why they dropped that. He got that and nobody used them after the first day or 2. And it was like, what the hell? That has to correlate to something. He's a range type unit. Universe Rep is more so built that way, so he could have some value if they do drop an Ultra MUI Goku. Just to shut down something, some people were speculating because of that guy that had his back turned in the Japanese trailer for the whole festival 2024. Well, I also thought that was clearly an MUI Goku pose, but supposedly it was correlating to a Japanese boxer that showed up in the Japanese reveals and stuff. So if you're wondering why we haven't got MUI Goku yet, not to say that he might not show up, but I won't be using that as a point for my reasonings because it's been shut down. But what I will say is that quote that they put in the news, the one that's like, I'll show you a real Legends festival, yeah, that's a big drop. You could say that's just a quote to hype up the whole festival, but that literally screams MUI Goku to me, so that's why he's one of these big contenders. Any other reason would be really reaching, but this is the main core for why MUI Goku is, for 1, hype enough to just appear in the festival even if there were no hints, but 2, obviously the evidence there is, he's leaving a trail to show up at the end of this festival. Number 2, we got Beast Gohan. Now I think they should actually drop this guy. If they drop an Ultra Beast Gohan, I guess they could drop a Beast Orange Piccolo, but then we'd have a regular Legend Limited Beast Gohan, a transforming Beast Gohan, and we'd have an Ultra Beast Gohan. Then the last thing would be a Beast Tag Orange Piccolo, and that's fine, you know, they're just getting it out the way. But a lot of people are speculating Beast Gohan to come as an Ultra because we've got one in the last 2 years, so if he drops this year as an Ultra, it'd be his like 3rd appearance in a year in a row. Sorry, a lot of people have been speculating Beast Gohan to drop because we've got 2 Gohans in the past 2 years. We got the blue Beast the first time, then we got the red transforming Beast the second time, which was last year in the festival, and his 3rd year would be the Ultra rarity because we haven't got a Beast Gohan yet. They also brought back some superhero stuff earlier this year. I think it was because of the first national airing of the movie in Japan on television, so they brought back back the superhero banners for a bit. That could also add to the point of us getting an Ultra Beast Gohan. The only thing left this year is an Ultra, so if he's going to drop, it's going to be as an Ultra. But just in general, he's hype enough for the festival. We had him last year in the festival. The Blue Beast didn't drop in the festival, he dropped outside of the festival, but the Red Beast dropped as the headliner for the festival, we know, alongside Evo Ken. So we already know he's festival caliber. That's 100% a fact. There's no way around it. I don't even know why I'm emphasizing it so much, because it should be super obvious. But there's so many reasons for him to drop. So the first one, obviously, he's just super hype. The second one, I spoke about the superhero stuff. They brought back the superhero stuff because of the TV thing. The third thing, we need a meta reset. Every single Beast Gohan has literally adjusted the way PvP is played. If they drop this Ultra Beast Gohan, give him permanently nullifying endurance and make him the biggest powerhouse in the game, he's an Ultra, he's gotta be. He will be goated. It doesn't even matter what element he is, he will be at the top of the game with permanently nullifying endurance as an Ultra, and his longevity will be out of this world. But the general idea that he's strong enough to meta reset would push to a healthier game, even though he will be the next biggest problem. But you know, it's Dragon Ball Legends. They give us a problem, then they sell us the solution. It is what it is. It's a gacha game. You can't expect more than that. But outside of that, they've also been pushing hybrid Saiyans a lot. Maybe through Vegeta clan with all of the Trunks buffs, Sword of Hope Trunks. They reran Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan at the start of the festival, but they didn't actually bring any hybrid Saiyans, which was interesting. They did bring the Sword of Hope Trunks Plat. They gave us a free to play and some Vegeta clan buffs, even that Zenkai Legends Limited Super Saiyan Trunks, but we didn't actually get any new units that are hybrid Saiyans, which is pretty interesting if you think about it. So that pushes the whole Beast Gohan agenda. I don't think they can go wrong with Beast Gohan. I'm sure you guys agree the same. Whether you want him or not is a different question, but is he hype caliber for the festival? Yes. Would he be a good option? Yes. Would they bring in more money? Yes. He ticks all the boxes, so that's why he's my second contender for this video. Now for my last contender, I was stuck between two, but I'm gonna add a bonus segment after this just to talk about the other one that I wanted to talk about. I've kind of lost my faith about it, but he's going to be the last character that I address. I'm not going to include him in my end result, but I just wanted to bring him up. But for the third contender, the person I'm bringing up is Gogeta. I actually think it's very likely that we get a Gogeta in this festival. Now you might be thinking, this guy's insane. He's really insane. There's no way they're gonna drop another Gogeta. But hear me out. So the reason I think it's very plausible for them to drop a Gogeta this festival as the Ultra is because one, they've done it before. Not once, but twice. Two, they've been pushing Fusion Warriors this year heavily. I think in a previous video I addressed how many Fusion Warrior buffs that have existed this year. And let me just go through them again. We got the two Fusion Warriors, so Super Vegeta and Gogeta Blue, so that's 2. We got Corrupted Zamasu's Zenkai, so that's 3. We got Omega Shenron, that's 4. Earlier we got Super 17, that's 5. We got UG4, that's 6. We got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, that's 7. And they dropped Vegito Blue in the start of the festival. That's 8. They've dropped all these Fusion Warrior buffs, and the only reason I think they would do this is to build a good basis for when there's going to be a Fusion Warrior in Daima pushing towards the end of the series. We've already seen the speculation for why there would be a Fusion Warrior, because Goku picked up some fusion bugs, meaning that if 2 people eat half of that bug, they will fuse into a character. It makes a lot of sense because the Tamagamis are really strong, and as of the recent episode, they're not even strong enough to beat a Kraken. They're very worried about it. So I think it's very likely that they will fuse against the big antagonist at the end of the series, and when they drop a Fusion Warrior, because obviously they've been spamming Daima characters, the team is going to need something, if not the Daima team. So Fusion Warriors would have to have a good basis to force people into summoning for it. It makes a lot of sense. And then on top of that, they could also rerun the Ultra that they dropped around the time that Daima gets their Fusion Warrior, which would be late March. If you do your calculations, they always rerun Ultras a couple months after they release. So it makes perfect sense for them to drop a Fusion Warrior. Now, not just any Gogeta, I think they dropped the DBS Gogeta. He would be our first transforming Ultra. He'd go from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan Blue. That's what I'm expecting. He would just have a fancy ultimate art. You know how Ultras go. And they'd give him that Stardust Rain thing. I don't know the actual name for it, but the blue Super Saiyan Gogeta, the one that transformed from base to Super Saiyan, does that. And his blue card can be powered up. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a very beautiful animation that they have in game. And for an Ultra caliber unit, Gogeta is obviously fitting. I also want to put out that we haven't got one movies unit this festival. We haven't got one. And that's a consistent theme in the festival. Going with the festival with no movies unit is absurd. So I really think Gogeta is actually in the talks. This This year, they've been pulling us to the left, to the right, backwards, upwards when we least expect it. Nobody expected a Super Saiyan 2 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3. Majin Buu Saga for the festival? Really? Nobody expected Vegito Blue because we've got so many Fusion Warriors in general. But they did it anyways. And then Goku Black on his own? Very interesting. In the part 1 of the anniversary, nobody expected 2 Fusion Warriors. If you expected fusing Super Vegito or Super Vegito in his own, that's fine. But Gogeta Blue? Whoa, they've been doing a lot of weird things this year. Even dropping Omega Shenron right after the anniversary where they dropped Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a purple. Wow, man, that's a shock. So if we look at it for what it is, anything is possible this year. And I want to put out the idea for another Fusion Warrior, which would be Super Saiyan Gogeta from the DBS movie. Whether he transforms into blue, I don't know. But I think it would be something fitting for the festival. Not out of character, but it'd feel like it's unfitting because of all the hints and things they've been dropping already. But yeah, he's my third contender. Now, before I get into who I think is most likely to drop, I wanted to talk about Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, the reason he's not in my top 3 contenders anymore, even though he's who I want the most, and I think I brought him up in a previous video when I made my prediction video before the festival even started, he's still who I want to drop the most. I just don't think it's happening because Majin Buu Saga literally took the spotlight from GT. They might as well just go another way. It just makes it more fitting in my opinion. The festival hasn't been very high, and I feel like if they end it with 4Q, a lot of people are not even the biggest GT fans anyways. Even though it'd be good, it won't be good for their pockets, especially when they could just drop a Beast Gohan, a Gogeta, or an MUI Goku. The 4Q would look good, his ink art would be amazing, and it would push GT, but I don't think that's the best thing for the game right now. I also don't trust them to make 4Q the strongest thing we've seen to reset the meta. For some reason, I just feel like it'd be somewhat of a miss. But boy, do GT need it, man. They got Ultra G4, that's only one Ultra for the year. I guess they already have Ultra Omega Shenron, and he did get a plat, but really processing it, Universe Rep got 2 Ultras, brand new ones, summonable at that. Hit and Ultra UI. Come on, man, we need to match that standard for GT, but I guess they're just not as popular enough, and that's what it is. They had the first half of the year pretty much, and then for the second half of the year, GT's kind of been in the shadows. I still think it's somewhat possible, like a tiny bit in my heart, because they dropped the Cell and Frieza. Toshi spoke about GT in the first reveals and stuff as well, so I hope they do drop this 4Q, but do I actually think it's logically possible? Even though they haven't been processing things logically in this whole year, I don't think it is. But I know in my heart, I would be the happiest if they drop an Ultra 4Q. Now, let's put my prediction down on the table. We've got the planet at stake, everybody's soul on the line. The Martians have the death beam pointed at the planet. Who am I going to choose as the correct pick for the 2024 Festival Ultra? If I choose wrong, everybody gets wiped out. Well, you guys know who I'm picking. I want Fusion Zama.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, no jokes, no jokes, no jokes. I have to pick somebody. Now, the logical pick is MUI Goku. However, my brain says if it was an MUI Goku, he would have been leaked by now. So I'm gonna slice him out the conversation. We're not getting an MUI Goku. If the Earth blows up, that's on me. So that leaves me with my last 2. We've got Beast Gohan, Superhero Merchant. Once they can drop him, they can just kind of forget about the movie. And then we've also got Gogeta. He's already dropped twice in the festival. It would just make sense. I'm not gonna lie. This is a hard pick. This is a hard pick. It's not easy. It's not easy. Damn. I actually have to pick one. Just one. Damn. Anyways, the one I'm going for is Beast Gohan. Looking at the tweet, they said there's going to be a surprise, and I bet the surprise would be perfect if it's a Legends Limited Gogeta Blue. Zenkai. They Zenkai that guy, the fan favorite. That would be enough for Gogeta. Then they give us a Beast Gohan Ultra. I could also see the quote they've been putting to hype up the festival. I'll show you a real Legends festival. It could just be Beast Gohan. His voice is deep enough, bro. But yeah, I don't have a strong basis for this pick. I'm following my gut and also taking out the fact that MUI Goku would have been leaked if it was him. That's just the consistent thing with him. Whoever works at Bandai, the Legends dev headquarters, they would not let it go unleaked. It builds up the hype and would just make sense. So the next best hype thing, Beast Gohan, man. And also, MUI Goku promotes passive play. We already have a lot of that with this infinite combo crap. So please, Beast Gohan with permanent nullification of endurance, I need you to drop. I need you to drop. drop, save the game, bring hype, and wrap it up. And the surprise better be a Legends Limited Gogeta Blue Zenkai. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I will be live streaming the reveals and stuff. It's at 1 p.m. UTC on Tuesday, which is the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. So come enjoy with me, man. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one, man.